Superpowers in the Skibidi-verse sometimes can be used to do some extraordinary things.
Shit yourself.
But if you calm down and think about it, some of these abilities would be pretty damn useless if they were used in real life. For example, gravity control. Yeah, I know it might be funny for me to say that gravity control is kinda useless, but that's not really the case. Or rather, it's not exactly what it seems. The problem comes from how it's being used in the Skibidi world. Like, I know you all love the Tri-Titan, but truth be told, that guy is kinda really mid at using gravity. Like, seriously, the only notable thing he uses it for is to do some basic stuff. And I see you all in the comments writing long paragraphs trying to explain why gravity is better than time just to prove that the Tri-Titan is stronger than the Clock Titan. And yeah, even though that might be true in terms of ability, the level of control the Tri-Titan has over gravity wouldn't really cut it. What I'm trying to say is that the only thing I'm seeing gravity used for in the real world is to lift blocks and other things, which is just mid if you ask me. And yeah, you could use gravity to do really cool stuff, but the level of gravity shown in the Skibidi world wouldn't really help you do much. Okay, moving on to another ability on this list, Necromancy. Necromancy is the ability for someone to manipulate or take control over a person's soul. Simply put, you have the ability to also communicate with the dead. Yeah, I know, right? This is already frightening. But when you see characters like the toilet necromancer doing stuff, you say to yourself, that's pretty cool. I wish I had that power. But let's be real. What are you gonna use this for? I mean, it's not like you want to turn everyone into your walking slave. You wouldn't, right? Yeah, obviously, if you want to use your powers for good, which I think 60 to 70% of you guys would, this power is straight up not recommended. We shouldn't even begin to talk about the disturbing side effect of not being able to sleep properly, as you can hear spirits and souls screaming at night. And to make it worse, you would also be able to see them as well, depriving you of your perfect sleep, no doubt. Also, for some of you who think that the immortality aspect makes it special in real life, it really doesn't. I mean, if by some chance you're being killed, what are you gonna do? Enter another person's body or an animal's body? Nah, not really, because it's even gonna kill the other person in the process. And I know myself, I'm gonna be really selective about the person I choose to replace because he has to have a big meat like mine for me to be comfortable. I can't go for less. This next one is going to be really controversial because it's creation. Hear me out. Just like gravity, the creation ability isn't that bad to have in the real world. However, the problem comes from the pencils instead, and that is because they are fragile to fire and electricity, which is a big downside to have in the real world because we use these things every day, especially fire. And hey, no one would say that they haven't been attacked by one of these. I mean, I have. Like, there was this day I got shocked by electricity, and let me tell you, it wasn't funny at all. And don't even get me started with fire. Anyways, the vulnerability of the pencil to these natural elements makes it a huge drawback. Well, that's if you wanted to be a pencil, that is. Because you being a human, all of this wouldn't matter. Not completely, at least. With the creation ability, you could do really interesting things. That's if you're creative with your thoughts and wouldn't try to create any sus stuff, because yeah, I'm not trusting you guys with this power. I mean, look at this comment. Anyways, with the power of creation, you could create basic things like books, pencils, and erasers for school and be a good boy. Wait a minute, who am I kidding? I'ma be creating nukes with this, the subscribe button, because we're so close to 30K, or create an additional layer to my pencil. I mean the real regular pencil, you know. But if you do manage to have this power, you better be careful because the government would love to come at you. Anyways, with the creation power, you are good to go. But the downside is, if you also choose the pencils for their regeneration, then in real life, you're nothing short of getting cooked. In the Skibidi Zombieverse, the ability to turn people into zombies is the thing that keeps the plot going, but in real life, it's going to be ending the world. Now, I don't think I even need to talk much about this because only people that seek to be an evil villain would even think of taking this power. This ability is used by the Plague Doctor, and it seems like he inserts some kind of dark energy into his victims, causing them to mutate into zombies, which is not the best beauty-wise. Also, just like Necromancy, it has a bad vibe to it. You get followed by zombies, and you know the rest. Yeah, although it's a broken power, as you can create your own army of zombified humans with it, it would be pretty disastrous in the real world. I don't really know if this would be classified as an ability, but someone said this in the comments, and I think he's right. Or her, I really don't know. Hey, if you're watching this, comment if you are a he or she. Anyways, being a Titan in the real world is just so wrong. And no, I didn't include their abilities, I'm just talking about their size. Seriously, it doesn't really matter how tall you are. Heck, you could even be as tall as the Tri-Titan and still get cooked. Why did I say that, you may ask? Well, because obviously no one, or rather the Earth, can see a full-functioning, two-legged moving human Titan and let it slide. So basically, you would get packed by the government and become a test subject for the rest of your life. The next is speed. Now, how do I even put this one? Speed isn't bad, not at all. It's just that there are certain levels of speed in this Skibidi fandom that are just too much. For example, the speed of the commander, who is at the very least faster than light, is just unnecessary. I mean, what do you need that for? Run to McDonald's? Well, I guess not also. Normal speed is just basic and cool to have, but going further than that is not worth it. Check out this video to see what would happen if Dafuqboom Titans fought against the real-world army. Go on, check it out.